All right, Tank. So you say you want to be the face of boxing, right? All right. So before I go along with my opinion, I'm going to put the pieces to the puzzles. I'm going to take some clips and I'm going to put it together because, you know, people's mind starts to drift off here and there. But with these main clips that we're going to put together, we're going to see that this is the right move for Tank Davis if he wants to be the face of boxing. And also the proof that he also wants it. Let's follow through. Let's come on. Southpaw, baby. Great, man.
Watching Bro on the headline pay-per-view right now, do that motivate you to get the pay-per-view?
Yes, because I've been around Adrian when he was just starting, when he was really the problem. So just seeing him and then fighting somebody like Pacquiao, it give me hope for sure.
How soon you think that'll happen for you?
I'm aiming for 2021.
Oh, bet.
Whoever you think is in front of you ready to fight, who do you want? Like, who does Javante want? It doesn't matter who I fight. It doesn't matter. As long as I put on a great performance, whoever I fight, it doesn't matter. I don't believe that there's a big fighter out there that. No, I do. No.
Tank.
Not long enough.
Mike?
No.
Oh, what's his first name?
Ryan.
Oh, you want to that's your money?
I think that's gonna be like the money. But it's not. I don't want him now. I want him when he's matured.
Boy, Blue Blood Sports TV back at y'all with another one. So, legendary 8th Division World Champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer, Manny Pacquiao, first ballot Hall of Famer, special fighter, done what somebody has never done in the sport of boxing, going 8 divisions in his career. Manny Pacquiao is 44 years of age. He's doing exhibition bouts, okay? Manny Pacquiao, 62 wins, 8 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout. 3 times in his career, he was knocked out. 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. He's a southpaw. With that said, Manny Pacquiao is preparing for another exhibition-style fight, March. Looks like it's going to take place in March, okay? Possibly in Japan or possibly in the Philippines, okay? Maybe in Dubai. With that said, Manny Pacquiao was asked about undefeated 3-division world champion, superstar boxer, who simultaneously held the WBA super title at super featherweight, WBA regular title at lightweight, WBA regular title at junior welterweight, superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis is now 28 wins, no losses, no draws, 26 big wins by way of knockout. He is 28 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach, and he too is a southpaw. Gervonta Tank Davis looks to somewhat follow in the footsteps of the legend and Manny Pacquiao. Okay, they both 5'5", they both have a 67-inch arm reach, they both southpaws, they both have explosive left hands. Okay, so Manny Pacquiao, he stated that he wants to fight, Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. He wants to have a meaningful fight, right? And there's talks that he could possibly have a rematch of his mega massive showdown, which turns out to be the most lucrative, the biggest fight in history of the sport of boxing, with legendary retired iconic Hall of Fame superstar boxer Floyd Mayweather Jr. Floyd Mayweather retired.
Jr., which is still the fight I want because we lost that last time and now they can't stand it.
Is that even still because he got knocked out?
Yeah, this time. Last time it was like a family legacy, now it's just pure hatred. Like these guys are DMing each other every day, like going at it. And so I like that build-up. Manny Pacquiao wants to fight badly. Again, when you talk about criticism, Conor's best wins are Chris Algieri and Chris Van Heerden, right? There was a lot of people that prior to his problems said he's never boxed anyone, he's not that good. And now all of a sudden, the fight with Manny is a horrific mismatch because Conor is this unbelievable fighter at 147 pounds. At the end of the day, that's a big fight that I've discussed with Sean Gibbons. That you've seen social media, they're on me non-stop to make that fight. The Kell Brook fight is a tremendous fight, but that is a fight for the UK. Obviously, with the legal stuff going on right now, with the British Boxing Board of Control, I don't think his next fight will be in the UK. But it's definitely between those three, I think, who Conor will fight next. And we will hopefully make a decision next week.
Wow, so how close is this Pacquiao then?
It's ready to go.
It's ready to go.
We've had a couple of side offers. It's just whether we select that fight out of the three. I want the Eubank fight. But
he's tied up though, so that by default is Manny, right?
He's not tied up. No, he wants to make the fight, but he wants more money than he was getting for the last fight. But he's been beat since, but boxing.
The feedback and response from the interview that he did with Piers Morgan about having this big old 257-page book, but he doesn't want to give it to the BBOC. Fans are like, well, that'll clear you. Why not give it to them?
Because there's legal action going on with the board. He's suing the board. So at the moment, he's not looking to get a license with the board. He's actually, there's legal action proceedings. So I want him to go to the board, Connor's emotions are out of control because he feels like they fucked him. The board have been more vocal than ever. Their ego is also out of control. So I need to sit both guys' teams down and say, listen, we want Conor to fight in the UK. To do that, what do you need? Let's try and find a solution. WBC have cleared him, he's been reinstated in the rankings, he can fight anywhere in the world, except Britain. And I want him to fight in Britain, so that's the next stage.
Eddie, I know you stopped.
So I'm going to be pausing it, and because I'm on the road, so I stop here and there and all that stuff. But the first clip, Tank and Ryan, Manny Pacquiao showed up to that fight. Yes, he did. He showed up to that fight. We're in the back dressing room, shake both of their hands. Sean Gibbons in the background saying Southpaw against Southpaw, Southpaw, Southpaw. You know what I'm saying? There's proof that in the next clip, Tank said he wants to fight Manny Pacquiao. There's also proof that he said he wanted Ryan. And what I like about Tank, what he said there's no other, and then he stopped himself. He said, wait. He said, wait, hold up. Yeah, I want to fight Ryan, but I like how he corrects himself, because he's real, you know, like, because somebody say something and then we have to pause and say, nah, that is a good fight. I want a big fight, and I want Ryan. Not now, but later on. And guess what? It came true. Everything came true for Tank. He got that fight with Ryan, and he also got the pay-per-views. He was successful, right? Then we move along. We hear about Blue Blood talking about Manny Pacquiao 3 months ago was saying he wanted to fight Terrence, Errol, and Tank. Now, I'm hoping that, well, I don't hope. I hope the fight with Terrence and Errol happens. But if that fight don't happen, I hope Errol decides to fight Manny Pacquiao, because that's what he wanted in the first place. He's the face of boxing. I mean, he's a cash cow, not a face. Okay, he's a global. He's a cash cow. Okay, I won't say he's the face of boxing, because this is a whole different generation, and this generation is trying to move on from the past, right? But he is global, and he has a whole country behind him, right? So, and I hope Terrence Crawford, if that fight don't happen with Errol Spence, I hope one of y'all two successfully try to make a fight with Manny Pacquiao, because Manny Pacquiao want all the smoke. Okay, he said it 3 months ago. He comes to this fight with Tank and Ryan, right? Ryan been clout chasing to have his dream fight with Manny Pacquiao, right? So, yeah, I hope that these brothers get it together. Now, I'm gonna have to move along on the road right now, so I'm gonna pause it and I'm gonna get back. All right, gotta make a move. So I see Eddie Hearn twiddling his thumbs and wasting time on the Manny Pacquiao fight. And the man asked him, listen, is Manny ready? Oh, Manny been wanted this fight. He's ready and willing to fight. So what is going on with Eddie Hearn? Well, he wants a Chris Eubank fight. He wants a UK big fight. Man, but is that really what it is? Because I don't see why, if Manny Pacquiao, and I think he's supposed to fight in July. I don't know who he's going to fight yet, but maybe this is a reason why we don't know. So this is a great fight for Manny. Now, win or lose, Manny's past that. Win or lose, Manny's past that. This is what I'm talking about, the hypocritical nonsense when it comes to fighting Manny Pacquiao. People say that Tank is the face of boxing. If Tank lost, they would have said Ryan. And if Ryan had beat Tank, people that didn't expect that would have been like, no, Tank, Ryan is not the face of boxing, because he didn't do anything. So that's why I say belts matter, right? We don't watch face. We watch the waist and what these guys held under their weight, held on their waist, right? To say where they started and what made them become. So belts do matter and belts don't matter. Belts do matter when you're coming up. Belts don't matter when you become an icon like Tyson, Roy, Foreman, Manny Pacquiao, and whoever is cut from that Claude B-Hop that made it that far, because they cut from a certain cloth where they're going past their prime. Okay, they're going past their prime. Not every boxer's doing that. So these are the boxers they're trying to flush out or try to ignore, because they're doing things that's unbelief. Because I think a lifespan of a boxer is like 35, and then it starts to go down under, where you can say, well, you know, so and so, he's old, he's not in his prime no more, and you know, 37, 36, you know, even 35. Sometimes that's what it is. But I see that Eddie Hearn, You know, Manny Pacquiao is just patiently waiting for all these fighters that mention his name. Now, I'm not gonna get mad at Tank. Tank had his fight. Tank is with Ryan. He's been successful. He got his success. But I'm just saying, if it's about face and not about the belts, because you did tell Devin, I don't want your stupid belts. I am the face of boxing, right? In my last video, I explained that this is what Tank said. But let's just move on and see what goes on next, because that would be a great fight for Manny Pacquiao and Tank Davis on both sides. Win or lose, I like both of them. I like both of them. They both southpaws, just like Chris Gibbons says. Two southpaws, same stature, same height, same size. And it's so funny, like when you look at both of these fighters, like when I look at Manny Pacquiao, I've been watching him since he was in the division of 108 over there. That when I see him grow, he's an ectomorph, right? You can only see one certain part of his body is really big, right? And his calves, they ham hocks, all right? And when you see Tank, yeah, he has a big head like Manny, but he also has a big neck. He also bigger parts of his body. So you could say he's a mixture of ectomorph and mesomorph, right? And that's what happens when you have people in your family. Some people in their family, they can eat as much food because their thyroid is so hyper, it releases so much T3, and the metabolism, that hormone, that thyroid hormone, where they can't gain weight easy, and they can't also gain muscle easy, right? So when I see someone like Tank and Pacquiao, yeah, they're the same stature, same height, but it's a difference. Now, with Tank, we just heard about the Ryan Garcia, the hydration clause, the weight clause, this, that, you know, and all this stuff. We know that Tank had brought people up in weight, right? And, you know, I wasn't making a big deal with Ryan Garcia and the weight situation. You know, it got to me a little bit. It got to me. But then now I'm hearing Mario Barros is coming out about that Tank did the same thing to him. And then people are blaming Mario Barros. Why you ain't come out and say something? Well, you know, hey, man, it is what it is. You know, some people, you know, I don't want to get into all that right now, right? Why some people don't say nothing until one person says something. We hear all the time in different situations. We hear all the time with women, with rape and this and that, and why she didn't say it. When, man, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter why Barris didn't say it at the time, but he's also saying it now. And I don't hear nobody refuting it, saying, well, Barris is lying, that he didn't have a hydration clause or a weight situation going on. No one's saying that he's lying. It is what it is. So let's not use this illusion about why Barrios did this, because those are nigga tactics right there. You know what I'm saying? Well, Barrios, he should have said that. And it's getting you off the topic of he did say it happened, and no one's saying no, it didn't happen. I didn't hear Tank say it didn't happen. I didn't hear no one saying nothing or going to have an argument against Mario Barrios saying yes, he did the same thing that he did to Ryan, he did to me. Past and future, whatever. So that's one. So when it comes to Manny Pacquiao and Tank Davis, can we have some reasoning? Because we know Tank is at 135. Is he daring to be great and move up to 140 or 147? Because it's about the face of boxing. It's about being global. You know Manny Pacquiao. He paid his dues. He fought all over the world. Okay, not just Australia. He fought in a lot of different parts of the world. Right? And he knew that he had to come to America to make it. Because if you make it here, the land of popularity and the land of drama and bullshit and you know, just the popularity, and you know, you can make it here, entertainment, you're gonna be known a lot all over the world. But not really all over the world, but you will be made because you already globally been to all these other countries and everybody know you already. So when you come to the United States, people are going to know you more. It's just what it is. Tank, you can't say Tank don't need Manny Pacquiao, because Tank said he wanted Manny Pacquiao. That's your emotional retardation that you're trying to make up excuses for Tank not taking the fight with Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, that's your emotional retardation, because the man said he wanted. I don't care what you say. I'm going by what he said, right? He also said he wanted Ryan. He got Ryan, right? So that's one. What's the other one? I got to make a move real quick, and then I'll get back to you. And that'll help me figure out what I'm about to say next. Yeah, so I had to look back at the video when I stopped. I was talking about the catch weight. So if Manny Pacquiao and Tank Davis decide to come to an agreement to get a catch weight somewhere, and Manny Pacquiao, because I don't know, Manny Pacquiao is older now. He's been at 147 for the longest, but he also said, see, we use what the boxers say. I don't know if it's still give him credit at this age now, but he said it at that age, but he said, no, I can make 140. And I do believe maybe he could make 140. So maybe 143, that's a catch weight of a fight that would like to happen between Tank. I won't mind the catch weight, right? I'm saying, because he's been campaigning at 147 for the longest. If he agrees to it, he agrees to it. That's one. So I have no problem with that. Now, do I think that Tank will get that fight? Yes or no? Mayweather don't want to fight Manny Pacquiao. So well, you say, well, Tank is with Espinosa and Showtime. Bro, I told you in my last video, I really don't think so. I think he is with them, but he's also with Mayweather, and he's also with Booger Ray, Ellaby, Nostrils, okay? Because if that's the case, they won't be in the picture. He will be talking, and Espinosa will be right there talking with him or whatever. So that whole PBC and Showtime, they have a whole circular bullshit going on, and I'm not trying to get into the politics of it, all right? But do you think, even if Mayweather's not with Tank, do you think he's going to give Tank that fight? I said, now, hold up, man. If anybody's going to fight, it's going to be me. That's one. Two, if he is with Tank, remember, it's always low risk, high reward with Mayweather. If you're moving Manny Pacquiao as Money May Floyd and not Pretty Boy Floyd, right now, high risk. That's a high risk. It's a high risk. Well, it's a moderate risk because he's older, but it's also a high reward. So if Tank beats him, if Tank beats Manny Pacquiao, and like I said, I like both of them. So Manny Pacquiao, I'll be rooting for you because I want the impossible to happen. I will always root for the underdog such as you. I've been doing that, man. And root for you to make history in boxing, because that's another thing about boxing. You always want to make history in boxing. You was the oldest welterweight, right? Same thing with, and no one can never tell me nothing. No one can, because you know why? When I saw that movie, and I've been watching documentaries with Foreman and blah, 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 and stuff like that. But then, you know, you look at the movie and it sparks a spirit in you. I want you to see this movie, right? And like I said in my other video, there was no one in the theater. There wasn't a lot of people in the theater, but when I went to go see Creed, there was a lot of people in the theater to watch Creed. But this man did something that no one ever did. He was off 10 years, came back, and fought a 26-year-old Michael Moore with a 0 record and had the belts. Had 2 belts. I can't remember what belts he had, but he had 2 belts, right? And he beat this man at an age that no one, because he's cut from a different cloth. And I believe Manny Pacquiao's cut from that cloth. And remember, that's heavyweights, pound for pressure. Okay, that's not welterweights. That's pound for pressure. And that nigga was eating shots, man. That Negro was eating shots. Foreman, he was eating shots, man. And he just thump, thump, just like my boy said, thump, thump. And Moore got stunned, man. And he's like, oh, you, what happened? You ain't moving? All right, thump, thump. So it is what it is. Miracles do happen in boxing. It does happen, man. And if it's one person that I know that could do it, is Manny Pacquiao. So I made my channel on Manny Pacquiao. I made my channel on Manny Pacquiao fight Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Okay, that's when it started, right? So I'm a big Manny Pacquiao fan, but I just don't make videos about Manny just because he's Manny. If Manny's still fighting, I'm going to make videos about Manny Pacquiao. All right? So that's one. Now, what's the other one? Like I said, Mayweather. We don't know. He whispers shit in Tank's ear. You don't know. If Conor Ben gets to fight and he loses, I don't think that fight is going to ever happen with Tank. All right? Might with Mayweather. Right? Because remember, it's the risk and the high reward. And anybody that Manny Pacquiao fight, he's a cash cow. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care if you want him to be the face of boxing, this one to be the face of boxing. Anybody he fight, you're going to get pay-per-views. Regardless of piracy, we've seen that with Roy Jones and Tyson. Regardless of piracy, people want quality when they see fights. And it also got proven with Tank and Ryan. People want quality. I want quality. When I want to see a fight, when I want to see Manny Pacquiao versus Ugas, I want to see that fight. Now, like I said, if I see Manny Pacquiao fight like he fought Ugas, Tank is going to whip his ass. Twist is going to kill him. But if Manny Pacquiao fights like he's fighting Keith Thurman or Broner, then I'll be like, oh, all right, we good. We good. We have a situation where Tank could win, but Manny Pacquiao could exploit him. And we could see some spots like, oh, shit. Oh, okay, footwork and speed hands. And now I see what could get this man out of rhythm. Because it's a rhythm that you gotta understand. And when you got a herky-jerky dude and with fast hands and moving in angles and all the above, then we got some exploding to do on Tank Davis, right? But if you're going to stand there like you're fighting Ugas, well, Tank, whip his ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. Then I can see Tank beating my man Manny Pacquiao. But no one can tell me about miracles. Because we've seen it from George Foreman, man. We've seen it from Muhammad Ali making George Foreman look like a dope on the rope. We also saw that situation right there put something in that man, George Foreman, to beat that man, Michael Moore, right? Now, Michael Moore got that spirit in him, getting beat by an old man, that is going to give him something in him, right? If he was to keep on whatever he's doing, right? Because some people learn, but they don't live what they learn, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, and it takes a toll on them. You know, can you imagine getting beat by an old man? And that old man been on for 10 years, and it's a heavyweight fight, and you're 26, and he's 40-something, and it's very embarrassing. Just how Muhammad Ali embarrassed George Foreman and made him the dope on the rope, and for 6 months it been in his head. So I ain't gonna make a big deal of the movie. I want you to go see the movie, man. Go see the movie. But yeah, all right, let me make a move real quick, and I'll get back on this one. And I think this will be the last situation on it, because what I got in my mind about why Manny Pacquiao's still fighting, I know what you. Yeah. Hold up, I'm gonna get back with you. I'm back. I'm back in Brooklyn. I'm gonna get a parking spot. This is the problem about coming to Brooklyn. Back home, man. It's just parking shit. But anyway. Where was that with this? I had to look at the video. Oh, I said, you know, it's all about Mayweather and Tank and what he think is best for Tank, right? You know, like if Manny Pacquiao was to fight Conor Ben, win or lose, like I said, I got this man win or lose. You know, that's not the problem. He's past that right now. But he's like a ruler, like a meter, right? So let's say he beats Conor Ben. Now, let's say he goes 12 rounds with Conor Ben and he loses. Okay, well, he went 12 rounds with Ugas. Let's say he's still got that meter where he's still doing 12 rounds. Manny Pacquiao. And he does that with a 25-year-old. That's kind of a risk still, right? Let's say he beats Conor Ben. Now, do Tank want that fight? Well, do Mayweather want that Tank? Well, do Mayweather want that? Get it right. Do Mayweather want that fight for Tank, right? Because remember, it's risk, high reward. You don't want even a moderate risk with Manny Pacquiao, okay? Because you don't want to exploit Tank Davis or anything like that. So, and people, I'm hearing, say it again to me. Oh, I hear what you're saying. You're saying you got two jog PDs, Conor Ben and Manny Pacquiao. And see, this is what I don't understand, man. Y'all talk about, y'all trying to say Tank is not the face and Canelo still is, but Canelo still got popped. This is the shit that this really irks the shit out of me, right? Because I'm saying, you're going to say somebody's a face of boxer and got popped twice. But Conor Ben, he got popped for Clomid or whatever, right? But then I see in the comments, Pacquiao is a steroid user and this and that and that. And I always go back to the IV that Mayweather had a needle in his right there after the weigh-in. After the weigh-in, before he was going to fight Manny Pacquiao. And he said he was dehydrated. I could go through all this back and forth, and you could tell me Manny Pacquiao didn't want to take the drug test and blah, blah, blah. But this, You cannot put this nigga on the status of Canelo if Canelo got popped. Okay? The man never got popped for nothing. And I always say as a Manny Pacquiao fan, if he did got popped for anything, I'll disown him. Simple as that. Simple as that, man. But the man's boxing style, I enjoy watching him and everything. But there's still a lot of hypocrites out here, man. Right? So Conor Ben don't deserve a fight with Manny Pacquiao, but hey, Manny Pacquiao wants to fight still. It is what it is. So if you want to say two juice heads or whatever, hey, that's your situation. That's nigga talk. See, I'm a black man, but I got nigga tendencies. That's why I don't like niggas around me, yo. Because it brings that shit out of me, man. It really does. It really brings it out. So I try to be civilized. You know what I'm saying? I try to be, I like being civilized. I don't like that other way no more. I like being civilized. So I stay away from niggas, yo. And that same regurgitated shit about he's a drug user, but he got no credibility. Nothing. Not a damn thing. Just suspicion. That's it. Right? Where Mayweather got sued from Pacquiao for defamation of character. And then all of a sudden that shit was a wrap. That was over with, right? Right? Mayweather had the IV in his fucking in his vein, right? After the weigh-in saying I need to rehydrate. Nigga, could have popped fucking 4 or 5. See, I didn't want to curse in this video, man. But see, the nigga tendencies is getting to me, man. Because I don't like talking about niggas shit because it gets me riled up, man. It gets me riled up. So I'm not gonna go tit for tat for you with that nonsense. I'm not. Then the next nigga shit that I hear all the time. And when I mean nigga shit, it could be white trash, it could be Indian trash, it could be Chinese trash, it could be Filipinos trash, it could be whatever trash. Y'all just niggas, man. Okay, so it's not just the color of your skin, you're just niggas. Wiggers, niggers, whatever you are. Ignorant, short, you know, attention spans are short. You just regurgitate. Y'all just sheep following one sheep falling off the cliff, man. That's all y'all are, man. You ain't got no kind of... like I said, y'all ain't got no flavor to your flavor, man. Y'all visions are blurry, like I say. Vision is blurry. Like Flavor Flav, man. No flavor to your flavor. So let me finish this up, because I'm getting kind of riled out. Now, I don't want to get riled up, man. Put the AC on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's raining, and I'm a little annoyed now. I'm getting a little annoyed. All this running around in the rain. So, the next thing is this. Let me hear what you're saying, nigga. I can hear it. Say a little bit closer. Say a little bit closer. F you. You say that Manny Pacquiao have to fight because he's broke. Because he's broke. This is one of the nigga shit I can't stand, my dude. And in this video, I think I'm just going to lay it out with you with this nigga shit, man. It's lame. Shit's fuck. Yo, it's lame, my dude. It's lame. Let me ask you something. In the United States, okay? Now, this man, Manny Pacquiao, he has yachts. He has helicopters. He has a house in Beverly Hills. He has houses in Philippines and all over the country. All over the world, I mean, excuse me, if he wanted to, right? And his money goes longer in Philippines, longer than what it is in the United States, right? But you say, what would you say? You come out, Manny Pacquiao got sued by Paradigm, and he owes so much money because he breached a contract, and he was supposed to fight on this promotional, and he went to PBC to fight Ugas, and they suing him. And yo, listen, man, I'm gonna break this down for you, man. There's a thing called inflation going on right now, man. There's things that happen in the past. Each human does things in the past that affect their future, right? And when that happens, and it happens in the worst way, including me, we have to get up. So if this man is broke, hey, it's okay. If he's broke, let's just go into this. He's broke. Okay, he's broke. But he got the will and the ambition to fight. Okay, he has a name. What do you have? Yo, I see people in their 60s and 70s still working at Walmart, my nigga. Now, is it because of inflation, right? Or the situations that you in that you didn't put yourself in? Or it could be the situations you put yourself in your younger years that affect you in your older years, right? Not making the wisest decisions, us saving, splanting, doing this. And we all been there, including me. We all done this, man. Okay? Boxers, we all know that they have a problem with money. They always get got by promotionals and managers and blah, blah, blah. They all go through, they human, man. But don't make it sound like, well, he's broke. That's why he needs the money. Because the man is willing. And God gave him the strength and energy to keep on boxing. That's one. Y'all really see, that's why I say one of the most exciting movies I've seen this year is George Foreman. It's George Foreman, man. Not Creed. Not Creed. George Foreman. And I sat there and I watched this movie, and it affected me so much, man, because it reminds me, the tears are coming, man. It reminds me of how my mother grind. You know, my mother and my father was together till 8 years old, and the cops came in, because, you know, there's squabbling and shit like that with arguments, and, you know, just basic man and woman marriage arguments and shit. And somebody called cops, somebody broke inside my shit and took my father's eye out, right in front of me while I'm sitting on the bed like a little bitch ass nigga. Can't help my father, right, at 8 years old, right? And he has schizophrenia. Cops don't realize that, right? And they did what they had to do to him. My mother left, and she had to grind. She had me. I remember, I'm not gonna go into details, but I remember, because everybody got a story. You just gotta pay attention. But everybody got a story, and somebody got a worse story more than me. But I remember sleeping in the car with my mother for a whole year. Yeah, a whole year. Then she couldn't handle me, so I had to go to Trinidad, stay there for a year. Then I came back. We moved out to the Catskills, upstate in Phoenicia, right? Because she didn't want me in Brooklyn, right? So we moved up there. Then she gets in shackle for having a rented car, and she never bought it back. And she stole the car just to go back and forth to work. Just to go back and forth to work. They shackled this little lady up, right? So everybody got a situation, right? Everybody got a situation. So when I hear you talking about, oh, this man is broke, y'all sound like some weak niggas, man. Because to this day, people out here got to work till they 70 years old. 2 or 3 jobs. One at Mickey D's, one at Walmart, one at Red Robin, one at fucking Sonic, one at McDonald's. You see old people working, man. That shit ain't funny, nigga. And what are you gonna tell them? Well, you gotta still work because what? Because of fucking situations, nigga. That's what it is. Situations. So I hate when these motherfuckers be talking that bullshit. Because y'all be fucking superficial like a motherfucker. I swear I didn't want to talk this shit, man. I swear I didn't want to get down with this shit, man. I don't care if I'm fucking crying, because it's real. If somebody is almost broke, it is what it is. See, y'all niggas be saying, I make money. No. Money making you, nigga. Money making you. Because there's a lot of people, but there's a minority. I'm going to be a bitch ass nigga. There's a minority of people when they live in the slums, right? They live in the slums. Yeah, of course, when they make it out the slums and they get a lot of money because of their talent, singing or acting or an athlete, yeah, they're going to flaunt it. Or rap or whatever. They're going to flaunt it. That's just human nature. But there's a minority report going on where there's people that they stay humble. They say, man, I got it. God gave me this. You know what? I'm not going to buy the gold chains and shit. I'm going to try to give what I could give back to my family. And then I'm going to try to give back and try to make what I could give. And not to... See, me, I'm that type of dude. I know. I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid because I know this shit come and go. This shit will come and go like this. So I'm always on my P's and Q's with what I make. But this shit don't make me. I make money. Money don't make me, my nigga. Because I know this shit could go any minute. A death in the family. My wealth is my health. Anytime. But these niggas take that for advantage. Think it's all freaking... Yo, I swear, man. So when I hear people say, oh, he broke, that's why he got to keep on... Well, guess what? If he's broke, his wealth is his health. His wealth is his health, my dude. And if he got to go out there and grind, he's going to do it. And besides, listen, man, ain't nothing wrong with having some money and buying a house here and a house there, and you know, you leave money here and you leave money there, and you do this and you do it. It's nothing wrong about that. It's not nothing wrong with making bad investments, or you know, you get got. This is life. People get got in life. Mike Tyson got by this nigga, Don King. Foreman got. This person gets got. But if you got wealth and you got health and you got a name, you got an icon name like that, okay, well, hey, man, Let my man fight. Let the man fight, man. He deserves a fight. So whether he's doing it for the passion of the sport or if it's money, I don't care. I don't want to hear this shit no more, nigga. I don't want to hear this shit no more about, oh, because he broke. Ain't nothing wrong with being broke, nigga. Ain't nothing wrong with being broke. I'm going to tell you right now. It's the mind. It's the mind, yo. It's how you deal with it. I see happy broke people all the time sometimes, yo. I remember when I was broke, we make do with what we had. Say, y'all, this is a different generation, man. This is a different generation, y'all look down on people that's broke, nigga. It is what it is, man. So whatever I got, I'm happy with what I got. I'm not the type of person and get a car and say, yo, I got a new car. Because you know what? What my mother grew up grinding and getting in trouble and being in certain places and telling people, oh, that's not my child. And I was like, well, why you ain't saying that? Well, maybe because she was doing things that she ain't supposed to do, and she didn't want people to know that that's your child because they're going to look for you to get at her. I'm telling you, there's a lot of shit that be going on out here. And people think it's just fucking games out here, man. You do not tell people when you get shit. But people love to do that because you know why? They feel like if I got something, I let everybody know I got something, I'm the man. Where I see it as, listen, if you see it, I don't need to tell you. I got it. Oh, you got a new car, or you got a new house, or yeah, but I ain't mention it because it's not for you, my nigga. It's for me. It's not for me to say I got it. It's for me to have it and be happy with myself. I don't care about other people, man. I try to stay away from these. I try to stay away from people, man. I really do, man. And if it's business, fine. Business and get out of my face, yo. Because when you, like friends and all this shit, you tell them, oh, yeah, I got this and got that. You strike up, yo, I think I got a spot. No, damn. You strike up mental retardation in them. Emotional retardation. You ever tell somebody you got something like, yeah, tell somebody you got something and watch the emotional imbalance and retardation in their face. Hey, yo, I got a new car. Oh, you got a new car? They sit there at a dumb look in their face trying to figure out division and mathematics and arithmetic and shit, right? So that's why that's why Instagram is there for y'all, man. For weak-minded people to look at other people and be like, damn, they're doing that. And then you stuck in your dumbass ways. Like that's why I don't got Instagram. Not because I don't want to watch other people and get emotional retardation. It's just I don't care. I don't care. But weak-minded people do care, and then they get stuck on stupid. They went to Cambodia, they went to Indonesia, they went to Thailand, they just bought a new house, you know, and then they get emotionally imbalanced, and they just look in the sky, and then they daydream, and you're like, yo, what's up? You all right? Especially women. You okay? Oh, no, I was just thinking. The fuck you thinking? Yo, all right, let me get back to what I was saying, right, okay? When you young, I think I got a spot. Hold on, let me get this spot real quick. Pause it. Let me pause. I finished parking. So where I was going on with my emotional retardation, trying to explain this shit, trying to explain stuff to you about, I hate when niggas say somebody's broke. Like it's embarrassing. Oh, he got to keep going because he's broke. And I keep telling you niggas, there's people in the United States, all of this world, especially in the United States, inflation, interest rates, shit is going up, man. Necessities, energy. I don't know where y'all thinking, man. Y'all listening to the hippity hop hop. Y'all not listening to what's going on, man. But there's people that's in their 70s and 60s still working. And when I'm here in Walmart or I'll be anywhere and I see these people working, I'm like, yeah, man, damn, I feel sorry. You know what I'm saying? But I can't be that sorry because maybe it's the choices they made when in the past that put them there. Or maybe it's not the choices they made. Maybe it's just inflation. Maybe it's just they had a grind. They're good people. So you never know what's going on in that individual that's working in the 60s and in their 70s, nigga. But they willing and able. You know why? Because their wealth is their health. So wealth and health doesn't just go by just slam dunking and throwing the football and getting a touchdown and knocking somebody the fuck out. It goes a long way besides that. Let me get some light in here. It goes a long way besides that, my dude. So I'm tired of hearing that shit. That shit's fucking lame, man. I'm sorry, man, because I'm trying to do a Manny Pacquiao, and I try not to. I try not because I'm trying to get this global. You know what I'm saying? Because when I put that tag Manny Pacquiao, and like I said, I made Manny Pacquiao videos a lot in the past, but since he's not fighting, I haven't. So I'm not trying to exploit his name and say, okay, if you look down, I haven't been making Manny Pacquiao videos. But I stuck with this because I enjoy doing this. And it's a hobby. It's not a job. It's when I get on time. When I get it, maybe I'll get a video a week, maybe once a month. But when I feel like ranting and yo, man, I just telling you, I just tired of these. Yo, I'm just tired of these black Americans, yo, sometimes. You know, because, you know, I don't understand it sometimes, man. But in a way I do, because, you know, there's slums, Alabama, Tennessee, Texas. You know, there's slums out there. Jersey. There's real big slums, like third world country slums, dude, in America. And sometimes I wonder, like, you know, I go off sometimes, but I just say it's human nature, man. Because when you got nothing, you want to be the man and have everything. And that's the human. So I can't be mad at that, man. But there's some people that understand the strategy and knowing that when you have something, when you have something, can you maintain it? That's another fucking thing. That's another thing. Can you maintain it? Can you keep having it? Right? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I grew up in Brooklyn, right? And I seen brothers like me lose. Yo, it hurts my heart, man. Had a crack addiction, right? All right? Had a crack addiction and lost a house that their grandmothers back in the 60s used to babysit and clean. 3 or 4 jobs just to get a house, a brownstone. Now these niggas can't own it because they got a crack addiction and they couldn't keep up with it. Can you imagine if they had that mentality of keeping up with it and stop having an addiction of crack and weed, so they have their combination of their eyes bleed, you know what I'm saying? You know, all that shit. I seen people smoke up everything, man. Me growing up I see guys, grandmothers have 3 or 4 houses, brownstones. Now these brownstones is $1.5, $2 or $3 million, man. I see it. But whose fault is that? It's their fault. It's their fault. So now they paying it now. They paying for it now. Either they dead or they ain't got shit and they gotta still work. So you telling me about somebody being poor? And it don't matter, man. It's either because of their conditions because there's conditions and there's people that's in those conditions and they come out and they be doctors and lawyers. Okay? And there's people that blame their condition. That's why I hate the blaming game. Well, you know, that's why we ain't getting to fight with Errol Spence, because Crawford, nigga. Or, you know, this man hold me back from doing strap season. Well, you know, I'm tired of I'm tired of the blaming game. I'm tired of the blaming game. With my people. Well, I couldn't do this because of that. Well, you're going to do this. Yeah, but guess what? I could do this. I did what I had to do. When I was the only kid in Catskills in a little town, Phoenician, I was the only black kid in the school. I made it. When I was in Brooklyn and I lived a little bit in that part of the section of the hood, because my mother never wanted me to be in a. That's why she took me out of the Catskills. You know what I'm saying? But we had no choice at one time. We had to be up in the hood over there by Albany Projects or living in certain areas that was bad, right? And we had to do the do, right? We had to do the do. But you know, I just don't want to get into my own bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just a sob story. And everybody got a sob story. You just got to pay attention. But some people just use that sob story to give you some kind of emotional effect and feeling to make them feel sorry. Oh, I lived in the hood and fuck that, man. People in the hood could rise up and make themselves better. There's a minority of it. I know it's a majority of bullshit, but there's also a minority report out there that there's people that are doctors and lawyers and they get scholarships, go to school, walk this way when they see a gang that crosses the street, they run around, they'll go all the way around the corner just to stay away from fuckery. You know what I'm saying? And they had to do what they had to do to make it, man. And they did. So I don't want to hear no excuses, man. I want to hear no excuses. Because money don't make me. I make money, and money will come and go. My health is my wealth, and that will continue to help me make money, right? And the right investments and blah, 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 blah. So when it comes to Manny, I'm tired of this bullshit. He went to go see Tank fight, and I feel like Tank, if he wants to be a global face of boxing, let's get back to boxing, man. Let's get back to boxing. Global face of boxing. Let Manny, let's talk about Tank fighting Manny Pacquiao. If we can't get a fight with SHAKUR, we can't get a fight with DEVIN, right? And let's see Tank be great. If he says he's going to stay at 135 and he's just a 135 and he don't want to go up to 140, or he don't want to catch weight and he don't want to do nothing here and there, and that's what I'm saying. Let me get back to it, because I was going off, man. Because you know what it is the foreman, it put some kind of thing in me when I saw a lot of situations in that movie. It really made me, I was sitting there crying all the time, man. I was just, because you just feel certain things and it just clicks, man. It just clicks, and it's like, damn. It takes the air out your way. You're trying to talk and you can't talk, because certain, like Mike Tyson, when he talks about Gus, right? That white man, right? He talks about him. First thing that comes to his mind is his face is tears. He gets choked up talking about him. It's the same thing. Certain things, it just brings something out of you. So I'm saying, if Manny Pacquiao beats Conor Ben or fights Conor Ben, and the degree he beats him in, I don't think Mayweather, and plus Mayweather, he don't want nobody else for Manny Pacquiao. That's his ticket. I'm sure if Conor Ben beats the shit out of Manny Pacquiao real easy, I'm pretty sure Mayweather be like, you know what? This is the time. This is the time. Because he's a time man. He's a man of time. He figures shit out. He waits. He watches and he waits. And it's not wrong with that. Hey, that's the way he does things. You know what I'm saying? And if he feels that you're weak enough, he'll do it. But lightning don't strike twice. And this nigga, man, he ain't trying to say, I'm gonna fight Manny again. But why not? Manny deserves a rematch. Every champion deserves a rematch. So why not give it to him? Manny did everything he had to do to try to make a rematch with you. He went to the PBC, hoping that he fight Thurman, he might get a fight with you. So, my dude, man, y'all need to stop, man. With Manny, yo. With little Manny, you need to stop with it, man. Broke. He on PDs. He don't deserve a fight with Mayweather. He don't deserve a fight with nobody. But y'all the same niggas that's drowning and trying to get rid of these niggas that's cut from a different cloth. Y'all trying to get them out, man. Because they know they come once around, not all the time, man. And they icons, and they unique, man. They're unique. And y'all don't want these kind of niggas because they interrupt boxing. I'm waiting to see who's going to fight Manny Pacquiao. Or Manny Pacquiao like, well, damn, nobody want to fight a cash cow like me? I mean, what's going on? Terrence and Errol and Tank. Ryan kept... What's going on? Conor Ben? What's going on with these guys? You just don't want to take a risk? That's your generation, man. And that's why I say sometimes Mayweather can be a virus to this shit. You know what I'm saying? All this shit. But it is what it is, man. Instead of bitching and crying, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm done, man. I'm just done. I'm done. Yo, just share, subscribe. Most of y'all niggas on some other time, so I expect nothing from y'all. You know what I'm saying? It is. I try to go with my brothers first, but it doesn't never work. I can't. It is what it is, man. I just get tired, especially when I hear stupid shit about niggas are broken shit and they ain't nothing. There's gonna be a time you're not gonna glamorize the rich. There's gonna be a time where you're not gonna glamorize the rich. There's gonna be a time where somebody with a Mercedes, you're gonna want to beat their ass, right? Because in your head they're showing off. There's gonna be time where glamorizing the rich is not gonna be so glamorizing anymore, because everybody gonna be struggling. There won't be no middle class. It'll just be poor or rich in this country. Remind me what I'm telling you, man. So all this, I'm the man. I'm all this shit is all good, man. Have fun with it, man. Me, I just lay back. I don't tell people what I do and when I do it and whatever it is. because I'm not trying to impress them. I don't got Instagram. The only reason why I got Twitter to hear the boxing news. I don't never use Twitter to reply to shit. I don't have Facebook. I don't have MySpace. I don't have none of that shit. I got WhatsApp and Twitter and YouTube. That's it. And if I really want to make my channel, I would have tagged these different channels together. I ain't got time for that, man. I got time to worry about myself and the roof over my head and all this shit. Other brothers, they going, I ain't got no problem with them. You do what you got to do. If I'm stuck at 3,600 followers, I'm just stuck there for the rest of my life. But if I feel like venting, I leave a little piece of shit on this earth of myself on video. That's good enough for me, mama. That's good enough for me. Hey, some of my families can always watch me on YouTube and like, oh, I remember. Oh, that's my grandfather. That's all. If that's all I can leave on YouTube, then that's what it is, man. That's all it is, man. Look, like, share, and subscribe if you want to. I'm not here never to change your mind. I'm just for you to hear to read between the lines. And it's not what they say, it's what they're not saying, man. And at the end of this, go see the George Foreman, because that's one of the best movies I've ever seen, already for this year, man. It is. I even like it better than Creed. But it is what it is. I'm out, man. Have a good one. Yeah. Or have a bad one, whatever it is. Turn off already.